Hello, my name is Carlos Arias, and today I will be presenting to you about modern batteries. In our recent days, we have seen a rapid increase in the necessity for lithium-ion batteries. This is because lithium-ion batteries have a high specific capacity, which makes it a really high contender for delivering a lot of energy in a very tiny space, which is the batteries that we know and love. However, the problem with these type of batteries is that uh, due to the high content of energy that they can hold, they can also be very flammable. So if the battery itself comes into contact with fire, it can lead to fires. It could also damage the environment because they make these batteries with toxic um, ingredients that can damage the environment as well. We have been leaning on these batteries because it's the only thing that we know so far and that delivers what we want and what we demand from the market. However, as energy demands increase, we see things like electric cars and a possibility for grid storage. Those are things that we need to go a step forward and find ways where we can improve the way that we use batteries or the way that batteries are manufactured. Two of these examples could be sodium ion batteries or lithium sulfur batteries. The way that lithium sulfur batteries differ from lithium ion batteries is that they hold a robust membrane that separates the cathode and anode in the battery to make it more safe. So that way that when a battery comes into contact with direct fire, it doesn't catch on fire very quickly. This membrane is made out of polymer polyacrylonitrile, which stands for PAN, and ammonium polyphosphate, which stands for AP. Now, both of these together, we're gonna call them PANAP. This is a separator that has strong binding interaction with polysulfides, or PS. This demonstrates a strong charge repulsion effect, which suppresses the transport of negatively charged PS ions. This property makes the PANAP battery a very highly stable, and it has also been demonstrated that it has an extraordinary cycling stability with less than 0.021% cycle capacity decay for over 800 cycles. Because of the way that lithium sulfur batteries can be implemented, it makes it really easy for practical applications to remove the traditional separator and just add the PANAP separator or membrane that divides these two sections. This makes it very easy to implement in already and technologies that we're already using. However, it's important to note that we gotta that it's that in order to support this membrane, we have to add a high content of sulfur in order to maintain the specific capacity. Another option to developing or manufacturing safe and high performance batteries is sodium ion batteries. One of the reasons why this would be a great contender for the next generation batteries is a high abundance of sodium in the earth crust and the ocean. One of the reasons why lithium ion batteries are um, losing the battle to the next generation batteries is because of the high energy the high demand for these batteries. But since lithium metal is not very abundant as a natural resource, it's gonna be very hard to replace that. However, sodium ion batteries have could have a downside to it. Uh, because this is an aqueous electrolyte battery, the battery production or the electrochemical stability window is less than 1.5 volts. This is due to several restrictions, which reduces the number of choices of electromechanical couples. This is what we refer to as cathode and nanomaterials, and hence the practical energy output of such aqueous battery chemistries greatly reduced. However, by applying the water and salt concept, the stability window of sodium ion aqueous electrolytes is able to expand. This is demonstrated by an extraordinarily high Coulombic efficiency, which is greater than 99.2%, even at a low rate of zero point 0.2 coulombs, for cycles that go over 250. At a high rate of 1 coulomb, a higher long-term cycle life of cycles that go over 1200 was also achieved in a recent research by Suo and his partners. These encouraging performances lead to believe that manufacturing of sodium ion batteries can be practical and would yield a safe battery which is also environmentally friendly. Uh, as mentioned before, these two types of batteries, lithium sulfur and sodium ion, would be actually great contenders to becoming the next generation batteries that we need for the high demand of energy resources that we're trying to implement in our daily lives.